And today we're going to try to get the front bumper off and the fenders. Maybe the hood. It's looking like I can do this without taking the wheels off. A whole bunch of fluids just dripping out of somewhere as soon as I jacked it up. Not sure what's up with that. Looks like water. Really no surprise since it was dumping water every time it was running, so. Or it could be washer fluid. But I'm going to start taking these bolts out and see where we end up. Got the inner fender well out. Pretty easy with, I had to turn the key on so I could turn the wheel. There's 13 of these little torque screws. And it just came out. Suggestion for the other side is to do the hardest ones first. They end up holding the thing in while you're still trying to take them out, so you're struggling two ways. Not sure what's up with this. Some kind of mount for something. Looks like it should be important, but there's that red wire they said was for the headlights. And that's why the fog lights weren't working, so those wires have been cut. Still dripping. So on to the other side. Well, I got the driver's side off. There are quite a few missing on this side, but still not seeing any signs that it's been wrecked. It's been worked on. There's a nut missing there. And that same bracket on the driver's side is just kind of hanging there. There's still no signs of a wreck or no overspray, so not really sure what's going on, but start taking some of these other bolts out and get some of this plastic off. I think that's all this is. Yeah, it's all plastic. Whole front end. So, start that next. Started putting all my screws in a bucket too, so I didn't start losing them. Well, got it off. Still not seeing any signs of it being wrecked. Lots of signs that this has been off before, but lots of screws and nuts missing. One tip for anyone that's doing this: take your bulbs out and get everything unplugged before you start ripping the plastic off. It's a real pain in the ass to get it unhooked when everything's just hanging loose. I ended up cutting the rest of the wires to the fog lights because that was easier. Took the bulbs out for the parking lights and turn signals. But just lots and lots of screws holding this plastic on. Now I can get to the door hinges. I'm guessing there's more behind this piece. I have to start looking into that to get the doors off. But yeah, no signs that it's been wrecked. It's just a piece of shit car that's... Here's more of those shock sensors. They're not really expensive, 25, 30 bucks on eBay. But they're selling. Probably cheaper to buy used ones than go back to the factory after you wreck your car. This headlight bucket's worth taking off, but kind of big for shipping. I'll take them off and see if they're worth holding on to. So, more progress. Got the headlight retainers out, kinda. Gotta cut those wires that had rigged in there. This is the lever that holds the headlight in. Trim ring. Probably 5 or 6 of these bolts holding them in each side. Same with this side. It's got this wire going through. After that, it comes out. So, a bunch of these. One here, one back here, one up here. They're just everywhere. We'll find them. And just in case these do sell, I went ahead and put these brackets back on the side. Come up underneath. Might save somebody a trip to the junkyard. Just having all the pieces they need to put it all back together. And did the same for this side. Bolts up down there. I cut that red wire that was holding it all together. Wasn't attached to anything anyways. So it looks like to get this rad support out, it's bolted in behind the bumper brackets. Really shitty design, but maybe somebody will need a bumper. More of these crash sensors. Not sure how far I want to go in here. So I'm going to have to move the car outside and get it ready for scrapping before it, while it still runs. Kind of want to get the exhaust off so I don't have to do that laying in the grass, but other than that, I don't know how much more I want to do for the engine. But I'll probably pull all this shit off, just since it's up and easy to get to right now. And so far, I've done this whole car. I've stripped everything by hand, screwdriver, ratchet. I finally got out the impact to get the bumper off. 5 screws on each side. 4 each side for the bumper and whatever this was. Decided to leave these 2 on because that's holding the condenser, the tranny cooler. I'm not ready to disconnect all that yet, so these are just in hand tight. for now. I'm gonna have to get someone to come and suck the Freon out of this thing. Up. Getting nosy. Roadkill. So I don't know how much more I'm going to do up here. I'm going to see if I can get to the back. See if there's enough wheel well room in the wheel well to get to the back bumper while it's jacked up like this. So we'll see how that goes. Kind of random, but just cleaning up and notice that the windshield washer hose stops right here. There is no hose for it to connect to. That's the windshield washer pump. So every time I was squirting that, it was just going up into here somewhere. Probably into a hole in the frame. And as soon as I jacked it up, it all came out back there. And this thing has a lot of leaks. Maybe I can't blame it all on this, but a lot of it. I don't know how to get the hood off. I have to look that up when I go back inside. It's got these round caps on the nuts, and the hinges have the same caps. So, something I got to look up. Don't want to take these things out until I'm ready to wash them and mark them. I'm going to mark left and right. Should be easy to figure out, but still no signs of any damage. No real damage anyways. Looked like the front bumper had more orange peel on it than it should have. Got the fenders outside. I got that bottom grille reinserted into the bumper. It's clipped in nice. Thought all the clips were broken, but they just weren't clipped in. So, got all that together. There's a chunk missing out of the bottom of it. It's really scraped up, but that's the bottom, so kind of to be expected. Actually, on the over there, it looks like there was something screwed onto it. Whatever was screwed on got ripped off right there. So. Anyway, I'll clean those up, and I'm just going to hold on to them for now. I'm going to wait till I get the car out here and just list everything together. And I do have to jack the back up to get to some of those screws. Not quite enough room to get in there. So that might be a project for another day. I think I might be done for today. It's probably going to be a short video, but got a lot done. Starting to look like a junkyard car. Luckily I have a place to put it when I take it outside so the neighbors won't see it. I'm waiting to start listing some of these parts for the police to show up and ask to see a title for it. See how that goes when it happens. So, anyway, all for today. Talk to you next time.